And we're live. Hello, everyone. Meep is giving me a guilt stare from his sad place, so there's an immediate Meep update right at the top of the stream. Starting right off with that. I gave myself a long overdue haircut today, which was good. The downside of that is I keep finding little bits of hair everywhere. Like, I was in the shower for like half an hour trying to get it all off, but it just sticks to you, you know? And I swear, I feel like I inhaled a little piece or something and it's like stuck in the back of my throat. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? I might just be making myself sound a little bit crazy right now. Ugh. Anyway, it's AI Dungeon Day, at least to start with, and I wanted to try out starting off with creating a new world. Hair and throat is awful, thank you, chickens. I'm glad I'm not the only one. So there's a new thing that's been added recently where you can create your own world. I have not tried it yet. It does cost dragon energy, but I believe I have dragon energy as a result of my premium subscription. So I should be able to create a new world here. Enter a genre. Okay, so this isn't like, this isn't I get to create a world exactly the way I want. This is the AI will create a world for me, I guess. What I wanted to try to do was create a world. Let's go science fiction. I was going to try to create a world based on the TTRPG campaign setting that I've been working on for years. But it looks like it's not going to give me that much control. So let's make a sci-fi, generate description. I guess it's going to take a minute. It's okay, so I can change it. I'm gonna just change all of it. Alright, so the world's name. More AI Dungeon, yes, Jam. More AI Dungeon. I'm gonna give it a shot. Trying to make a new world. So I haven't played with it yet. I don't know exactly how it works. My idea is I wanted to feed information into the system and see if I can get a world like the one in my TTRPG campaign, which is called Beasts and Brethren. It's more of a science fantasy. It's mostly science fiction, but there's some very much fantasy elements in there. Familiar name, Jar of Jam, who's been helping me test it. Okay, so I'm gonna delete all of this. Actually, Beasts and Brethren is the name of the game. It's not a very good name for a world. I've never really come up with a name for the world. Jen, what do you think? Have you got an idea? What would your Gecko Folk tribe's name for the world be? Putting you on the spot. You're responsible now. You're a co-creator. Could just call it Brethren for now. If you got a good name, Jam. Give me the good name. I'm just gonna completely replace this. Brethren is a far future world. 1,000 years after humanity has gone extinct. The old cities, the old human cities are now badlands. Toxic badlands, we'll say. I think I have to try to get pretty succinct. I'm very bad at being succinct. Excuse me. People who in the world is inhabited by animal people, such as cat folk, dog folk, gecko folk. I can't put all of them in here. Iguana folk, mouse folk, and more. In the they live in villages. Live in peaceful farming, crafting, and creating villages. I'm not going to be able to put too much detail in this, I think. In the Badlands, scavenger folk live. Scavenger folk include rat folk, ferret folk, There's more, but we'll make it shorter. Try to make it as short as possible. Succinct, is that the word I'm looking for? I don't know. My brain hasn't turned on yet today. It's only like 6 p.m. The sun is now setting behind me, or next to me. You can't see it. The window's right there. Right there. There's a window. By the next stream, it will be light out at the start of the stream. It's gonna lead to all sorts of fun. Actually, I think I don't have to, well, okay. I don't know how well the AI is gonna parse all this anyway. Okay. Scavenger folk mine under the ruins for ancient human artifacts. And we need some kind of conflict. Now, see, here's the thing. I know what the conflict is. I know what the conflict is in this world, but it's mostly a secret. I don't want to share it publicly just now. Got a private message from Jam telling me that my... Okay. Apparently the subtitles are not doing great tonight. It happens sometimes. It's the best we've got. It's the best we've got. It's a miracle that the instant automatic captions exist. But they are far from perfect. I do apologize for that, but it's what we got. It's what we got. It is what it is. I'm probably mumbling a lot tonight anyway. I'm very tired. I'm always tired. I'm trying not to complain about being tired, but it's not a complaint. It's not an excuse. It's just an explanation. All right, scavenger folk mine under the ruins for ancient artifacts. No one knows what the rat... Oh no, that's all I got. That's all the space it's giving me. Well, let's... If I say add blank... Okay, this is a world. So I just want this world, I guess. And then on to the next races. You must select a world. I thought I did select a world. This one. Select a dot for the info your world would use. I used this one. Confused. Did it not save? Save? Saved. What? I'm confused. I don't want to generate races. I just want to add blank. There we go. Tiredness is awful. Definitely agree with that. I'm confused. I haven't tried using this yet. It says you must select a world, but I did select a world. And I don't want the boring old fantasy races. So we're gonna do, we'll start with Gecko Folk. Bernardo Jar Jam, who's here, he plays a Gecko Folk in my world. Attributes. Gecko Folk are tribal hunters. Most of them are illiterate, but they record their history and teach their children using stories and songs. They craft. They make crafts from the bones and skins of the animals they hunt. They believe that all living things are connected. That's enough. That's enough for Gecko Folk. We're gonna click the dot because we want them. We'll put, I'll have a mouse folk. Mouse folk are one of my favorites. Mouse folk are peaceful farmers who live in partially underground houses in villages. Houses are connected by roads above ground and tunnels below ground. Mouse folk enjoy songs, parties, stories, and good beer. They are very friendly. Click the dot. Add blank. It's a new feature. Welcome, Rangoon Ren. We can make worlds now. I think you need dragon energy for it. I'm still trying to figure out how it works. It's a little bit confusing. So I'm just kind of entering stuff from a setting that I've been working on for a while. I'm not gonna, include the whole setting because it's too much, but I'm just gonna try to enter a few things. Let's say, well, we have the gecko folk hunters. Let's do dog folk. Dog folk live in human-like houses in groups they call families. They are fiercely loyal to their families. Most of them make a living by mining for plastic in ancient human landfills. What other details? They vary widely in appearance, in size and appearance. Orphaned dog folk will adopt the first person of any race who is kind to them and consider them family. That's enough for the dog folk, I think. We'll click this little save. I don't want any of this to be lost. One more race, maybe. The iguana folk are fun, but they're a bit complicated. Trying to keep to the relatively simple ones. I've got a lot of different races that I've fleshed out for this setting. Could do the cat folk. They're not the same as the gecko folk, although they are both hunters. Or I could do something. I know what I'll do. The wee pig folk. Wee pig folk are fun. I have the wee pig folk in this setting because when I first did my first actual game in this setting with some friends of mine in the real world, back when we were allowed to be in the same room with our friends, one of my friends chose to be a micro pig, and it has been wonderful. Although it's kind of hard to our tiny descendants. Pigs. They live in forest villages and houses made of, straw, stone, and brick. Actually, I say wood, stone, and brick. They are very friendly and polite. Behind closed doors, some of them are unkind to those close to them. I'll leave it at that for now. They can eat anything, but prefer vegetarian food, which they farm or scavenge in the forest. We pig folk are great cooks. Save. Let's leave it at that for now. I have a lot more than that in my actual world, but alright, classes. I don't really have classes. The system that I've been using is very rules light and there are no classes in it. But we can say trader. Traders bring their goods to the markets that take place once a month. They travel across New lands. Visit villages belonging to all sorts of folk. That's enough traders. We've got the not scavenger. Scavenger isn't the right word. In fact, for the wee pig folk, they're forage. Forests. Something like that. Forager. Foragers explore the wild forests and fields in search of wild food, such as nuts, berries, what are those things called? Truffles, mushrooms, and more. They are often very good cooks. What can we say? That's enough. Probably don't need to put in as much detail as I've been putting in. Trader, forager. We've got the hunters. Hunters spend their days tracking and hunting animals in the forests, fields. They are adept at using weapons such as bows or blowguns. We got farmers. Farmers live in villages and grow crops such as vegetables, grains, hemp, and cotton. They may also be good cooks, brewers, or textile workers, clothiers, not clothiers, cloth makers, we'll say. Cloth makers. And let's throw in a pickpocket. Pickpockets often live in the busy market towns. They steal money from traders and other visitors to the market. The colored circles are for the ones you want to include in the world that you're currently making, I believe. So if it's gray, it won't be included, and if it's blue, it will. So I think these classes will be saved in general. And then whenever I create a world, I think I can, like, go through and pick the ones I want. And let's do bandit. Bandits often live in the forests with groups. They rob travelers on the roads, especially traders who carry a lot of money and valuable goods with them. Alright, I could go on and on and on and on, because this is a huge world that I have, but let's leave it at that. Factions. Okay. I don't want to spoil it. This setting that I'm making, I want to play with it in AI Dungeon a bit and just see what the AI Dungeon will do with it, but I am also, first of all, this is being detailed in my blog, bit by bit, which, give you folks the links. It's, where is it? Yeah, secretfoxfire.wordpress.com. On Fridays, I post tidbits from this world, and I eventually intend to publish this world and some adventures in it. So I don't want to spoil too much. So let's just say, I think I'm required. I'm required to make some factions. And I think the factions can be like geographical locations. This is a part of my setting that I haven't thought that much about. I've been more doing the details of like the races and just sort of like the economics and stuff, and there aren't really kingdoms or anything like that. It's a different type of world. The AI dungeon, one of the things, you know, it's a very cool thing. It's amazing, actually, that it exists at all, and we have a lot of fun with it. But it is very limited in that it's designed specifically for... it's very much geared towards, like, medieval European type fantasy. And, like, Tolkien-esque type fantasy. Like, Dungeons and Dragons type fantasy. It's not expecting anything more original than that, or anything that's inspired by anything other than that type of fantasy. So I can just make up. We'll say the Badlands. Badlands. I'll just say have one city in this case. Faction doesn't have to be a kingdom or things, because be like a thieves guild. Yes, that's the thing, is the only ones that I have fleshed out in my setting are ones that I don't want to make public yet. So I'm gonna have to come up with something on the spot here. So the Badlands are inhabited by the scavenger people. Oh, I didn't put any scavenger folk. I didn't put any scavenger folk in the races. Rat folk, ferret folk, and pigeon folk. And there's more, but we'll leave it at that for our purposes here. I don't even know what's gonna happen when I make this. It might not work very well. The people here... So, most of the people here make a living by mining the ancient human ruins for artifacts, which can be traded at the markets. The Badlands are led by a group known as the Circle, a secretive group of rat folk who live in... How do I describe this succinctly? A guarded compound which no one is allowed to enter. We'll just leave that at that. And then we'll say the market town. The market town is where the market takes place once per month. It is inhabited by folk of all different races. Traders come there to sell their wares. That's probably enough. I should probably focus less on the details, right? And just, oops. Oh, we did save. Market town. Town is where the markets take place once per month. I don't remember exactly what I wrote because I thought it was going to save. People of all different races live there. That's important. Traders often visit to sell their wares. That's enough, yeah? Say the Gecko territories. Territories are inhabited by bands of gecko folk hunters. They travel from place to place in search of wild creatures to hunt for food and crafting materials. Ooh, did that work? Okay. I guess I just need like a place for... Well, we have the market town where everybody can live. And we've got, which races did I include? Oh, the dog folk. They need a place to live. Let's say... We'll just call it Mutt Manor. Mutt Manor is the home of dog folk. They live together in a large group they call family, which is composed of relatives and non-relatives. The manor is a large house made from stone and wood. The manor's property includes an ancient landfill, which they mine for plastic and artifacts to sell at the market. Save. And maybe one more. Oh god, I'm gonna have to make locations for each of these. I feel like these should be less specific, but I just don't have that many big picture things made yet. Okay. For the Badlands, we have Two Hands. The city of Two Hands is a large settlement in the Badlands. It is the home of the Circle, the mysterious leaders of the bad folk, of the scavenger folk. I feel like I should add at least one scavenger folk race. We'll add the rat folk, because they're kind of important. Look at that. Rat folk. Here we are. Come on, learn how to type. Rat folk are the most commonly seen of the scavenger folk outside of the Badlands. They are large and intelligent. Some work in the mines, but many are part of the leadership of the scavenger folk, or work as traders at the market. That's enough. That's enough information about the rat folk for now. Okay. I feel like I could spend the entire stream just fleshing out the setting a little bit. No one knows what goes on inside their guarded compound. Compound. Okay. Save. I'm just gonna have one location for each of these. Add blank for the market town. Market town. I don't even have a name for it. The people who live there just call it Market Town. It's a different kind of world. Market Town is home of the monthly markets, which bring together folk from all different locations and factions, we'll say. Locations, factions, and races. Even when there is no market, this town is a bustling metropolitan center. We'll say multicultural center with shops, taverns, inns, and plenty of permanent homes. It is a common stopover for travelers and traders. You ever think and say one word and then your fingers type a totally different word? Okay, Gecko territories. We'll just say the Great Forest for now. I don't have anything more detailed than that. I don't know if this is even gonna work. Okay, the Great Forest. Great Forest is the main hunting territory of... Gem, are you still in the chat? All the time? Thank you, chickens. It's not just me. The Scally Forest. Gem, if you're in the chat, what was the name of the tribe that you named your tribe in our game? Oof. I don't know if Jam is actively in the chat. He might be off playing his own game right now. Scaly? Oh, I see, because geckos. I'm trying to just, like, quickly come up with names and stuff. And coming up with names is always the... I need the name of a gecko folk tribe, and we had a really good one. Let me see if I can find it real quick in Discord. I don't know what happened to Jam. However... sure that Jam... Oh, here we go. Kiritikar. Jam's tribe name is now immortalized. Gecko. They are a nomadic people. They wander the forests looking for prey. Ah! Stop doing that. And then Mutt Manor. I'll just say the Manor. Manor is the home of the local dog folk family. There's all kinds of politics and stuff in this, and I just want to get this. I've been coming up with details for so long. I just want to get it in there. They live comfortably in their large stone house and have hired servants. Hired, we'll say mouse folk servants. It's not the case in my actual setting, but mouse folk and gecko folk. Servants to cook, clean, and do other chores for them. That's enough. We got one for each setting now. Okay. What is summary? Oh my goodness, there's so much. Change image. AI generated image. Ooh, that was not bad. These are not, are these really AI generated? That's so cool. I like this one. I'm gonna use this one. Oh, that's beautiful. Man, is that really AI generated? Because I love that. Right. World information, brethren, race information. Okay, I've got all these. Characters. Oh my goodness. I could add characters. That would take so long. I mean, I could spend this whole stream making the world, but I kind of just want to, like, test the world first. Let's just play the world. I mean, I think probably have to make at least one character, right? Create more. Okay, new character. Okay, I don't know what that is. Each generation will generate 3 NPCs. Oh no, I don't want to generate them. I want to... Manual. Here we go. Manually adding an NPC is free. Cool. Okay. So, we'll make... You know what I'll make? I don't really have a story in mind right now. I need to come up with a story. Or like plot hook, basically. I don't know. What happens if I start the world without creating characters? Can I just play in the world without characters? Create my own character. So my character's name will be Ipsquick. This is an actual character. Ipsquick is female. She's a female mousefolk. And she is a bandit. So her starting location will be around the market town. I wanna, yeah, like let's get into the world. Let's play around with it, see what happens. And if this works really well, then I may spend some time between now and the next Wednesday stream putting in more details and seeing if I can flesh out the world a bit more. No, this isn't the image. I changed the image. Not this one. See what happens. I mean, presumably the more quests become an infamous band. Oh.
You're currently hiding in a bush, waiting for a group of merchants to pass by.
Okay. What playlist is this? You mean the music? This is just some chill hop. Chill hop has royalty-free music that you can use in your stream. You have to put, if you look below the stream, there should be like a credit to chill hop. So I just went through and picked out some songs I like and put them on a randomized playlist. The song is called Even Fall by Aragod. This text is really tiny. I need new glasses. That's a fun little side note about me. Anyway, let's see what happens if we just jump into Brethren. Brethren is a far future. Okay, that's what I wrote. I'll change this up, but I just wanted to, like, make something. You are Ipsquick, a female mousefolk bandit. You've been looting and stealing in the nearby human... No, there's no humans! Oh, this is gonna be a problem, because the AI is trained on fantasy that includes humans. But I did use the word human, and I probably need to just, like, take the word human out of the description. Maybe that would help. Work with a couple of other bandits to rob unsuspecting travelers coming to the market town. It's a simple life of crime, but you enjoy it. Currently hiding in a bush, waiting for a group of merchants to pass by. Okay. So... Snicket Simulator? I'm not Snicket, I'm Ipsquick. Ooh, maybe I shouldn't be Ipsquick, because that's a little bit spoiler for our game jam. But I mean, this isn't the story anyway. I made Ipsquick the female mousefolk bandit. So far not too bad, although it does say human Badlands, which I would prefer not to be in there. I'm just gonna hit enter, see if the game gives me something to do. Yeah, I think you're right, Rangoon Ram. I need to,
You and your fellow bandits ambush the merchants. You kill several of them before they surrender, forcing them to hand over the goods they've brought with them.
Well, there's that. That was remarkably easy. Look through the goods we've stolen.
You go through the items you've stolen from the merchants. They had a lot of food, clothing, farming tools, and other goods to trade at the market.
Okay. Did it say we killed them? Killed several of them before they surrendered. Okay. Tie up the remaining merchants. I hate it.
You tie up the merchants and leave one of your bandits to watch them. You ride back towards your hideout with the goods.
Ride what? Again, this is the limitations of AI Dungeon. It's really only designed for a very specific type of setting. Okay. Greet my fellow bandits who are waiting at the hideout.
You ride up to the hideout, which is a large cabin situated in a forest clearing. The other bandits are sitting around a campfire, roasting vegetables that they've foraged. They greet you when you arrive.
Divide the goods I just stole amongst my people. Very fair, bandit leader.
You share the goods you've stolen between your bandits. You all eat and drink together by the campfire before an old barn owl flies in and lands on a tree branch.
Interesting. Greet the barn owl and ask... let's get more specific. Accept the message delivered by the barn owl. Let's just say it's bringing me a message.
The barn owl lands in front of you and regurgitates a small scroll into your hand.
Read the scroll.
The scroll says, "Hello, and congratulations on your ascension to leadership of the bandits in the forest south of the Badlands."
Not too bad. Not too bad, AI. I don't know who promoted me to leader. Okay, organize a raid on the market town. I need to become like a famous bandit.
You decide to organize a raid on the market town with the rest of the bandits. That night, you all sneak up to the town.
Alright, how are we gonna play this? I want everyone to know it was me, so that I become infamous. Right? So... graffiti... is it double F or double T? Does anyone know how to spell graffiti? I always feel like it looks wrong. I feel like it looks wrong either way. It looks better with double F. If anyone knows in the chat, please confirm for me. Graffiti my face on the side of the sheriff's office. So everyone knows that it was me.
You graffiti your face on the side of the sheriff's office.
One I? You mean one T?
When you arrive at the sheriff's office, you climb up and start painting your face on the sheriff's office. Unfortunately, you're spotted by a guard. He sounds the alarm.
No problem. Thank you, Ranguna. Oh no, we've been spotted. If I say cheese it, will the AI know what I'm talking about? I have to try. There's only one way to find out. We gotta do some science on this AI. Cheese it. Hey!
The sheriff and his men give chase. Most of your bandits escape, but you and a few others are captured and locked in a cage.
Get the guard's attention.
You bang on the bars and demand food. The guard comes over and hits
I didn't bang
you
on the
around
bars
the
and
face
demand
with
food.
a bunch of keys.
Try again. No. Incorrect. We're gonna end it there, and then I'm gonna say what I want to say. Don't make decisions for me, AI Dungeon. You're bad about that.
You start shouting at the guard. He comes to speak to you in your cage.
Are you really satisfied with your job? You can try and recruit the guard.
Working as a guard in a small town? Yeah, I'm happy, the guard replies.
It's not a
You
small
argue
town,
with
it's a
the
market
guard
town,
for
a
a
big
while,
town.
but he doesn't seem to have much to say.
How would you like a job with more freedom and much better pay?
You say, how would you like a job with more freedom and much more freedom? What would I have to do? The guard asks. You just have to let me and my men go free,
Men?
you say. The guard laughs.
People. Let's not be sexist. Aww. Meep the cat just let out a long, sleepy sigh. I thought everyone would want to know. Very cute. Come join my bandits. Soon, capital S, soon will be. I don't think it cares about capitalization, but I do. I'm a professional writer and editor, gosh dang it. Soon will be the most powerful bandit group in all the lands, and you could be a part of it. Come on, join us.
I don't know. Trust me. Just let us out of the cages, and you'll have much better living conditions, more money, all the wine you can drink, and all the company you can handle.
I'm gonna wink meaningfully. That is another weakness of the AI, is it tends to make decisions for you.
The guard stares at you. Well, I suppose if you were to join us, I could at least talk to my boss about resigning.
That's not what I said.
The
But
guard
as long as
agrees to release you from the cage.
as long as you're letting me out, okay. Thank the guard for. Did we establish a gender on the guard? I think they said he. This another weakness. Is a very sexist AI. Yeah, it's a he. Thank the guard for his kindness.
You escape from the cage
What?
and kill the guard.
That's the opposite of what I said. Try that
You
again,
release your
please,
fellow
AI.
bandits while the guard's body is discovered by his colleagues outside the cage.
Shush.
The guard lets you out of the cage. You free the other bandits from their cells.
Let's go into story mode. Let's get a little more verbose here. Let's put a little bit more detail into the story. Together, you and your fellow bandits sneak back outside and resume your graffiti. This time, you managed to finish it without getting caught. However, as you stand back in the darkness, admiring the portrait of your face on the side of the building, you hear. Let's see. Let's get something interesting happening here.
A familiar shout. Stop right there. You turn around. The sheriff and several guards are marching towards you, with your ex-girlfriend by his side.
What? Alright, Ipsquick the lesbian mouse, I'm fine with that. I'm gonna say, quick, sheriff. saw the culprits run that away. If you hurry, you can still catch them. Oldest trick in the book. Fun fact, the sheriff in this town, in my actual setting, is a capybara.
I saw the culprit. You point in the direction opposite of where you and your bandits are really hiding. The sheriff grunts and thanks, and runs off
That's
in
not
the
the sheriff that I
direction
actually
pointed,
have.
along with all
She's
the
smarter
guards.
than that. Laugh. I'm just gonna take a turn to laugh at how dumb they are. I might regret this.
Your fellow bandits laugh with you. You
Oh
tricked
man.
the sheriff again. However, your girlfriend did not run off like the guards. She's standing right behind you, glaring. You turn to face her.
Hello, darling. Again, the AI making some very big decisions about
You
Ipsquick's
say
backstory.
hello, darling. She says, give me one reason why I shouldn't turn you into the
See, again,
sheriff.
making choices for
I
me.
love you say simply.
Hold
She
up.
glares at you.
End there, and let me give the answer. So we got a big plan this time, and I'm willing to let you in on it. One of us, one of us.
I don't think so, she says. Come on, you know you still love me. you
Boys.
say. She just rolls her eyes. I've learned my lesson about
I very
bad
explicitly
boys like
chose
you.
female at the start. Ipsquick is definitely a girl. Little mouse girl. If you are not with us, you are against us. My feelings for you will not stop. My feelings for you. How do I phrase this well? I'm doing what needs to be done. We'll take her down if we have to. I'm a ruthless bandit.
She stares at you for a few moments, then turns
No.
and walks
I don't
away.
curse my. That's
You
exactly what I
realize that you
intended to
just
do.
threatened to kill her if she doesn't help you, and curse your stupidity under your breath.
Again, AI, if you just stop one sentence sooner, it's all gonna go better. Pounce on her. Let's just say kidnap her. The AI can figure out what I mean by that, surely.
You kidnap her. You and your bandits take the sheriff's daughter hostage. He is given a simple choice. Hand over the town's supply of gold to you, or watch his daughter die. The sheriff complies with your demand.
Gold isn't what we want plastic. This is technically a sci-fi setting, a post-apocalyptic sci-fi setting at that. I'm gonna, So I guess my ex is the sheriff's daughter. Okay. I think we need a story bit here. You meet the next day to make the exchange. Sheriff shows you the bag full of plastic bottle caps. take it and release his daughter. Sheriff is supposed to be a woman as well. Sexist AI. Take it and release his daughter. Then retreat to your hideout before they can follow you. Together with the rest of your bandit gang, use the bottle caps to... I am very curious about what the AI will come up with for this.
You meet. Create a suit of plastic armor. You're ready to finish what you started.
Again. Yet again. Plastic armor. Bottle caps are money in this world. Can't get the AI to let go of that. Tolkien-esque D&D style sort of setting. I did let the AI choose, though. I did let the AI choose. I'm gonna have to live with that decision. It's basically like making armor out of money. We just took all of our money and melted it down to make armor. Okay. Meet with my contact in the Ratfolk Resistance. See if we can stir up some trouble here.
You meet with your contact in the Ratfolk. You meet with JB, who tells you that the Ratfolk are ready to help. The city is surrounded by a 20-foot wall, so in order for your plan to work, they need to create a diversion.
Make some simple explosives out of gunpowder and plastic bottles.
You make some simple explosives out of gunpowder and plastic bottles. The next day, you hand the explosives over to JB. He takes the explosives and smiles at you. Thanks. This'll really help us a lot. He stands up, ready to go.
Alright, go into story. Let's see if we can find out what the circle is up to. What does the AI think the circle is up to? Together, you travel to the city of Two Hands in the Badlands. You know that the circle is hiding behind those guarded walls. And you must know what they're up to in there. I wonder what JB stands for. You and JB set up the explosives and blow a large hole in the side of the wall. The guards are racing towards you, but you dash through the hole before they can stop you. What you see inside shocks you. Let's see if we can get some clickbait commands, clickbait storylines today. I touch. Inside the walls are, now you see, it's more flexible.
A dark tower. At the top of that tower is something you've never seen before in your life. A flying machine. The engine of the machine catches your eye.
Very interesting. So they got technology in there. JB, can you fly that thing? won't go on a flying
Yes,
machine.
he responds, almost immediately. Where do you think we got it from? You nod, impressed.
That doesn't make any sense at all. We've just broken in here. You know what? Try that one again, because nothing about that makes sense. It's not a she, it's an it. I didn't call it a she, but that's fine. Why would you want
It's not
to
a she, it's an it,
destroy
and no, I
something
can't
so
fly.
useful?
I'm here to blow it up. What? You say those things are not useful. All they do is kill and destroy. You look around the dark hall you are in. You notice a large iron gate across the walkway ahead of you.
I'm not going to let you destroy it. I'm going to take it and use it for good. Can't stop me, JB. If that's your real name.
You say I'm not going to let you destroy it. The only thing you'd be able to use that for is target practice. You draw your sword,
Slingshot.
and JB readies his slingshot. Last chance, he says.
Ooh. I don't want to have to hurt you. My friend JB. How long have we been friends now? At least 2 minutes.
You won't, he says, and fires a stone right at your forehead, knocking you out. When you wake up, you are met by a vicious-looking rat with pink eyes and a metal peg leg.
Oh man, that's wild. And it's actually not too out of sync with the setting I actually have in mind. Who are you?
Pleased to meet you, laddie.
Okay, maybe
I'm
not.
Captain Jibork, founder and leader of the infamous Jibork's Buccaneers. And who might you be?
No, we're gonna try that
Ahem.
again. That's too much. You know, why does it have to be a pirate? Oh, here we go. That's alright.
Call me the caretaker. You're the caretaker?
We'll just delete the line that the AI wrote for me. Hello there, caretaker. My name is Ipsquik. Where am I, and what happened to that... to JB and the flying machine?
It's simple. The rats dragged you into the secret underground lab. As for the other one and that flying machine you stole, I believe they are currently back at your hideout in the Badlands.
Well, how did they get there? How did I wind up here then? Oh wait. The rats dragged me to the secret underground lab. What are you going to do with me?
Well, that depends. Do you want to join the Renaissance League? You have no idea what that is, but you better say yes. Sure, you lie.
There is something like that in my setting, but I am not gonna spoil it here. I don't think any of my players are watching or anything, but I'm not gonna spoil it here. I'm just gonna see what he says. The AI answered for me, but that's probably what I would have said, more or less. I'm out of water. I'm actually gonna go grab some water. I'll be right back.
The caretaker smiles and says, good. He takes you back up the elevator to the surface.
There we go. I was muted. Is this an elevator? I've only heard about them in legends.
Oh yes, it is. Quite fascinating, actually. In no time, you're back at the surface. You are standing on a large, circular metal plate with mechanical tracks leading down the well.
Where are we going?
To meet the rest of the League, of course. He leads you to a dirt road and down several paths until you reach a small village.
I think I'm just following him, so I'll just wait.
This is Rabbit Town. The people here make a good living by selling food to wanderers and travelers of the desert. Come on, I'll take you to meet the League.
We were just in a forest. Rabbit Town. Try not to stare at the rabbit folk who pass on the road. You've never met a rabbit folk before, and their long ears make you uncomfortable for some reason. At last, the caretaker stops in front of a building and indicates and opens the door, gesturing for you to enter. Step inside and see.
You try
This
not
story
to
is
stare at
taking
the
wild
rabbit folk.
turns.
A group of animals, some you even recognize from the barn. This is the League, says the caretaker. They will determine your future in this organization.
Change barn to market town. Try to keep this AI on track. Hello, my name is Ipsquick. A gang of bandits is currently at our hideout with a stolen flying machine. I believe we can help each other.
You say hello. My name is Ipsquick. We are all ears, says a squirrel in a purple cloak.
They're just coming out with all sorts of animal folks. First, tell me what your goals are. I have no idea what you want.
Our goals? We want to push the advance of science. We want to make things better for all living creatures. And we want to prepare ourselves for the day when humans return to this world. Okay.
Humans. You try to hide your disappointment. Everyone knows that humans are extinct and are never coming back. They must be some sort of mystical cult. You can't let them see your disbelief. You smile. And ask them what scientific discoveries they have made. The squirrel explains that
you try to hide your disappointment. Everyone knows that they have found the secret to immortality.
What?
You pretend to be interested as she explains how it works. The key is the mind, she tells you.
It's clear that these so-called scientists are nothing more than quacks. And that includes the dog. You see sitting in the corner. Yeah, I did it. I did it. I bet Jam's not even here to call me out on my pun, but I did. I'm not even that sorry. I'm a little sorry. I'm still doing it though. You realize you need to get out of here and back to your gang as quickly as possible. But maybe you can get something out of these people before you go. Is there something you can give me to prove to my bandit gang that we are on the same, or that you can help us?
You ask. I have a potion for you, says the squirrel.
What does the potion do? Potion? 2 seconds ago you were talking about science. I guess alchemy or something.
It's called a youth potion, she says.
People are so
We
obsessed.
created it by studying the bats in these caves. It's very dangerous, for we don't fully understand how it works.
I'll take it and bring it to my people. Then I'll return with a gift for you. Just let me get out of here. I promise I'll come back.
We can't wait to see what it is,
Yes!
he says, handing you a small vial filled with blue liquid. You leave the league and head back to your camp.
You call together your bandit gang and explain and tell them about everything you've just been through. You show them the vial and warn them not to drink it. You have no idea what it does, but you're pretty sure it's not really a youth potion. You call for Raref, your dogfolk right hand. Dogfolk's second in command, we'll say. Right hand man doesn't really work. And ask him where the flying machine is.
It's in the forest, where you left it, he tells
I think
you.
you missed the part where I wasn't there. Have you figured out how it works yet?
No, Captain. It's too badly damaged, he says. Take a team of men
Let's
out
try
there
this
and
again
try
without
to
the
figure
captain.
it out. You order. Okay, Captain, he says.
Here we go. Okay.
Not yet, he admits. Well, let me try it, you say. You walk into the forest with the flying machine and prepare to board it. You climb on and strap yourself in.
Alright, let's, use the flying machine to scout out the roads leading to the market town in search of traders to rob. Keeping in mind, we are bandits. We have a job to do here.
You use the flying machine. You strap yourself in and begin to crank the launching mechanism that will get this machine off the ground. You've never operated one of these before, but you're confident you can fly it once you're off the
What
ground.
could possibly go wrong? Keep going.
Just as you're about to launch it,
Nope.
a wyvern swoops in
Try that
and
again.
snatches the craft
No
out
wyverns.
of your hands.
Oh.
You watch helplessly from the ground as the wyvern carries it away.
Okay. Reread that. I found it. If I have to redo it, I have to type a letter to get it to read.
You're off.
There we go.
The ground is hard to see through the cloud of steam the machine emits, but you can make out the trees of the forest you were in.
Search for targets for your bandit gang to rob.
You search for targets for your bandit gang to rob. You fly the ship at a height where you can easily see the roads,
Yes.
but still be concealed by the steam cloud. You catch sight of several traders on their way to the market town.
Fly back to the hideout and organize an ambush for the traders. We're gonna get all that loot.
You fly back to the hideout and organize an ambush for the traders. You head back to camp and organize some of your bandits into an ambush. You set up hiding places in the forest and wait. Eventually, a large group of traders comes into view. They're heavily armored and armed.
A moment, Gem. I think you've been gone for a while. Alright, we stole a flying machine from the rats, from the Circle. Apparently the Circle was hiding a flying machine in their compound. That's what the AI decided. And then a vigilante group tried to recruit me. What did they call themselves? The Renaissance League? The Renaissance League tried to recruit me, and they're like, we care about science, and we want to bring science to everybody. But it turns out they just believe in all kinds of mystical gobbledygook. So I cheesed it and I got out of there. And now we're back to robbing people, back to doing what we do best. So I got that potion. I'm gonna try throwing the potion. It's called a youth potion. Throw the potion vial at the traders, and hope it poisons them. I feel like they probably gave me poison or something.
You throw the potion vial at the traders and hope it poisons them. You pick up the vial and heft it in your hand. It's not as heavy as you expected. You squeeze
carrying
and
it
break
this
the
whole time,
cork,
but okay.
then hurl the vial at the traders.
Then what happens?
You watch it shatter. A blue mist emerges and envelopes the
I
front
knew
row
it
of
wasn't a
traders.
youth potion.
The trader in the lead
Lying
falls
Renaissance
over.
League.
The others stop and mill about in confusion.
Sneak in under the cover of the mist and steal everything out of the wagons. I'm assuming they got their stuff in wagons.
You sneak forward under the cover of the mist and begin pilfering the contents of the wagon.
That's literally what I just said. Can you give me a little bit more than that, AI? Just a little bit more than that.
You grab some gold coins, some gems, and a few valuable-looking trinkets. As you reach for a golden necklace, you hear a thunderous noise approaching.
Dive into cover, to the cover of the forest, and watch. And look for the source of the noise from my hiding spot.
You dive into the nearest clump of bushes and hide. You look
Airship?
up just in time to see a massive airship pass overhead.
That's probably not the best. Run back to the hideout with the loot.
When you get back, you dump the loot out on a
Hey, I
table.
remembered Raref.
So did it work? Asks Ref. You nod.
Raref.
Wow, look at all the
Raref.
loot, he says.
It's a dog name. Come on. Okay. There's no time to divvy it up right now. First, we need to make sure the hideout is fully camouflaged. The Renaissance is another one of those words that's always hard to spell. Far back, here we go. Renaissance League is looking for us, and they have huge airships. Gotta put some branches and stuff.
You and Ref quickly hide the loot in a secret spot, then return to the campsite.
Campsite? No.
You
This
turn the
is our
campfire
bandit
upside
hideout.
down over the ash so that it looks like a cold can.
I want something.
Now what?
Here we go. That's exactly what I wanted.
You and the bandits rush out into the forest to camouflage the hideout. You cover the clearing with leaves and branches, then break out some paint to add foliage to the walls.
Good job, gang. Now let's get inside and count the loot from our latest robbery.
Your mousefolk bandits,
Rar
and
to
Rare
dog
the
folk.
raccoon move inside to count the loot. It comes out to about $20,000 worth of gold coins, gems, and jewelry.
Once in a while, you just gotta nudge that AI a little bit. Every once in a while, it just needs a little help. $20,000. I don't think we have dollars in this world, but that's fine. Not gold coins either. We don't do gold coins. Valuable plastic bottle caps. Gems and, say, bone jewelry. It's a different world. This isn't D&D. We need a plan. I'm supposed to be trying to get super famous, right? So I'm thinking I want to like take down the whole market. This is a good haul, friends, but I've got even bigger plans. The market takes place tomorrow, And we're not just going to rob travelers on the road. This time, we're robbing the entire market. See what they say to that. Rarif the raccoon.
Ref agrees. I like the way you think. What do you need from me?
Get everyone ready. We're not sneaking in this time. We're going to put on a show. Tell everyone in the gang that I'm going to pretend to have magic powers, and if anyone asks, they must insist that my powers are real.
Later, you're ready to put your plan into action. The rest of the bandits enter the market square. You walk in last, with the magical red cloak on.
Good enough.
It's
It's not
all
actually
anyone
magic, but
can
that's
see.
fine. You climb the steps onto the stage in the center of the marketplace. Your bandits take up their positions around you, ready to guard you in case anyone attacks. Attention, market goers, you cry out. Everyone in the market stops what they're doing and looks at you. You must look odd. A tiny mousefolk woman on such a big stage. I am Ipsquick the Wizard. You say? I'm going to use my powers to protect this market from bandits. But in return, you must each pay a tax. My people will come to collect it. And if you do not pay, I will have to use my powers against you. You pull out your last explosive device and throw it at a nearby abandoned table. The table explodes and it looks like magic. The people in the marketplace. I'm just writing a whole story here.
You climb the steps onto the stage in the center of the market. Are impressed.
All right
A
now.
few people cheer. Most stay silent, unsure of what to think.
Still
Then a
pretty
young
good.
man in a brown tunic stands up. I'm not paying you a single coin.
Rarif, bring that. Oh, not young man. We need a species. A young, let's say gecko folk man. No. If you do not pay the tax, I will have no choice but to use my powers on you. What do I do if the bluff doesn't work? I was counting on the magic to scare everyone.
You say if you do not pay the young man pulls out a dagger. I don't care what crazy tricks you can do. I won't let you take my money.
Alright, we're gonna try a different tack with this guy. You laugh. Put your... Oh, and also, Gecko Folk Man. Come on. Very important. Put your dagger away. I like you. I like your style. Why don't you join us? We could use a gecko folk like you. The young gecko folk man does what?
You laugh. Hesitates. It's clear he likes the idea of being in a gang. Think about it, you continue.
Alright. Send out my bandits to the rest of the marketplace to collect money from the traders.
You send out your bandits to the rest of the marketplace to collect money from the traders. You say to the young man, I'm sending out my bandits to collect money. They'll come collect from you soon.
We've already
If you pay, that's great.
made a deal with
If
that
not,
guy.
well, you know how powerful I am. You say, go ahead. Work for me.
Did
I
the
can
AI
offer
just
you good
completely
work with
ignore?
high pay. You can make a lot of money doing what you love. The young gecko folk man hesitates.
So wait for my bandits to return with the money.
The young gecko folk man
It's
says,
just ignoring me now.
I am not sure if I want to.
At least it's got
My
that this is a
family
gecko
needs the
folk
money
man.
I make from trading here. He sounds worried about what his family might say.
Alright. I think Ipsquik does have a heart of gold. Actually, here's what we'll do. When your bandits return from collecting money from the traders, you find yourself with a large purse full of valuable, well, they're called kips, but I haven't told the AI that yet, and that would be, maybe I can pin it. The currency of this world is called kips, which are plastic bottle caps. If your family needs money, then take this, you say, and give the young gecko folk man a handful of kips. Now you don't need to trade anymore. Join us. You can still send money home. And we'll have a lot of fun getting it. You wink at him. And wait for his response. It's a bit weak, but I'm getting tired. So, this is what I got off the top of my head.
He looks at the kips, then at you. I'll think about it. You and your bandits go
Nope,
to
we
a
don't do
tavern to
that.
celebrate. You feel like you're in charge of everything.
We don't do that. You get the attention of the market goers again. You have made the right decision, you say. My powers will protect this market today. Remember, the great wizard Ipsquik I just wanted to remember who I am. Who's your savior this day? You throw a tiny smoke bomb on the ground in front of you. Then escape into the forest before anyone can see where you've gone. When you return to the hideout, I'm railroading it a little bit, but the AI needs some help,
You get the attention of the market goers again. You have made the right decision. You are surprised to find that the mayor of Jikol has offered a small reward for your capture.
Jikol? I don't know where that is. Look, everyone, I'm a wanted criminal. I'm finally a famous bandit. That was the goal, right?
You say, look, everyone, I'm a wanted criminal. I'm finally a famous... You look at your reflection in a puddle. You are a small, green, mouse-like being with black fur.
Where is that coming from?
Big eyes, and large ears.
That's not entirely wrong. But that has nothing to do with what I just said. What? What died? What are you talking about? AI, you just like... Oh no, it's breaking down. It's breaking down. Geckokin. Gecko Folk asks. We're gonna help it out. I think it's probably time to wrap this one up because it's starting to sort of degrade. Satisfied. Hey! Became an infamous bandit!
Surprise. Yes, it is.
Satisfied with your accomplishment, you retire from banditry and settle down in a nearby farming village where no one knows you. It's a peaceful life. And at times it bores you, but you satisfy yourself with becoming an accomplished microbrewer of beer and telling stories to the children of the village. The moral of the story is we're gonna wrap this one up before it degrades entirely.
Crime doesn't pay, but if you're creative enough, you can still get away with it. Or something like that.
I like it. Beautiful. That was not too bad. Don't have a lot of time left for the stream today. That was fun, though. I enjoyed that. So, why does the world... I changed this image to this one. Oh, maybe because I didn't click save. There we go. So I will... Here's what I'll do for the last 15 minutes. We'll add Ipsquik manually. A Mousefolk bandit. Who... I had an origin story for Ipsquik and I don't remember it off the top of my head, so now I gotta make one up. Why did she become a bandit? She became a bandit because... once befriended a spider folk man in the forest. And when she discovered that spider folk were not welcome in the villages, she became a bandit to raise money to make a better life for those without a place in society. Say a mousefolk woman. Mind. She believes that if society doesn't give you what you need, you have the right to take it by force if necessary. But that, yeah, that's good enough. Appearance. A small, light brown mousefolk woman with black eyes. And a high-pitched, squeaky voice. Equipment. A leather belt, which holds some kips and a dagger. That's kind of it. Should travel light. And small explosive device. Summary. Ipsquik is a mousefolk woman bandit with a heart of gold. Her goal is to steal enough money from the rich to build a new home for her friends, all of whom were rejected by society. Background. I kind of already... Oh, see, I don't know what they normally put in these fields. Maybe I should generate an NPC just to, like, see what they come up with. So her origin is... born in a mousefolk farming village and orphaned at a young age when her parents died of illness. Say that. Alright, create that. Keep. Is that it? Add characters to the library. Done. Add characters. Ipsquik. Use selected. Yeah, now Ipsquik is... in our world. Neat. That's pretty cool. So the one thing that bothers me is that I also wanted to take the word human out of here. This all needs to be rewritten now that I better understand. I think it's in factions is where I mentioned the humans. Maybe not. Let's just take the word human out of everything. Hopefully the game will not insert humans. Was that the only time? I feel like I wrote the word human at least one more time. Here we go. Yeah, this all needs to be rewritten though. We'll just say the old ones went extinct. Their ancient cities are now toxic badlands. It was inhabited by animal people. Alright. Definitely gonna rewrite a lot more stuff. Actually, post-apocalyptic science fantasy. Well, that might change the way the AI does things. Yeah, I don't need to list the folk here probably, because I eventually will put them in. I'm definitely gonna play with this some more before next week. I think I might just call it a few minutes early because I'm kind of out of brain juice today. And it's kind of a good stopping point. But that was fun. That was pretty cool. And so that's the world creator, which exists now. And I think you do have to either be a premium member or purchase Dragon Energy in order to use it. But although maybe you don't if you're not using the AI to generate stuff. Like, oh, hold on a second. Has it gotten rid of my world? Or are they in here now? Whoa! Yep, they're in here now. Okay. I'll clean that up later. Whew. That worried me for a moment. Yeah, okay. I can still go ahead and edit it. If I had done all that work and it was just gone, that would be such a shame. Alright, anyway, we'll call it here. This has been fun, playing with the world creator. I should be streaming again on Saturday at the same time, so 2 hours earlier than now. 6 p.m. in Central Europe, 5 p.m. in the UK, and at noon in the US Eastern time zone. And on Saturday I will not be doing this. Should be playing Outward with my friend Crunk. So that'll be fun. Look forward to that. Thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time. Bye.